When there's a lot at stake, companies and even governments don't just rely on college degrees to decide whether or not somebody has the required qualifications. When it comes to companies that handle huge amounts of money, for example, in pensions or insurance, they rely on actuarial exams, not college degrees. That's how you can prove to such a company that you have the skills. They use actuarial exams, they use other financial sector exams. They don't just say, oh, you have a college degree, that must be good enough. People know that colleges are full of drugs and alcoholism and laziness, tons of cheating, and people get degrees in all kinds of idiotic topics. So they don't take degrees that seriously, not when it really matters. When it really, really matters, you need something that has more value and more reliability than a college degree. Now, money's important. You know what else is important? Diplomacy. The State Department does not rely on college degrees when selecting people to be diplomats. An idiot with a college degree could be a huge embarrassment to the United States. So the State Department has come up with its own exam. It's called the Foreign Service Officer Test. You don't need a college degree to take it. It carries more weight than a college degree. Obviously, if you want to be a diplomat, then it carries more weight than a college degree because you have to pass the test and you don't need a college degree. But in other areas as well, people who understand that, who know this test, they know how difficult it is. And they have a lot more respect for it than a college degree, which, these days no one has any respect for college degrees. So what's on this test? It's a general test of everything. And there's a big, giant, huge reading list. Here's part of the reading list. The Foreign Service Officer Test, or the FSOT, it covers everything. And it covers, there's math on it. There's current events, there's psychology, there's history, there's so much stuff on it. So here's the good news. Just by studying for it, say you never take it, let's say you just study for it, you just read the books on the list and some of the periodicals on the list, you're going to become a knowledgeable person. You're going to know more than almost anybody else in almost any room. So you're already putting yourself socially and educationally right at the top right away, just by studying for it. And they have a reading list out there. There's like 50. I mean, there's a lot of books on there, right? The good news is they're great. A lot of them are great books. The bad news is that it's going to take you a while to read. But the other good news, you have to be at least 21 to take the test. So if you're 17 or 18 now, this is the time to start reading this stuff. This is going to be a more useful and more valuable education than the nonsense you're going to get at most colleges. If you actually pass the test, and you have the option of applying, going through the other steps of becoming a diplomat, or just using that as your major qualification. That's a qualification that's going to help you stand out to employers, to internships, to everybody. At this point, college degrees don't have any particular social or any other kind of value except for very specific places that require it. But aside from that, if you want to really stand out, something like the FSOT can really help you stand out. Now, remember, you can do both, and you can get both the college degree and pass the FSOT, but the college degree is not going to be what's going to make you stand out. You pass this exam, it's really going to help you stand out, and that's why the State Department treats this more seriously and gives it more respect than a college degree.